What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to Wild Air Sports. I'm Jason Bull, and I've got with me here PIETER Du Toit and JOUBERT. We're in the pre-race chats for that 2022 ABSA Cape Epic. Things are starting to hot up, just a couple days outside of the real racing action. And the IMBUKO Type Dev team, equipped by Giant, is probably looking to be one of the hottest contenders for the African jersey, I think. And I'm sure you guys are not going to be shy of pushing for top positions in the GC as well. So it's good to have them joining us here today. Let's get into a little bit about how the partnership came together. Obviously, you guys have quite a big team at IMBUKO Type Dev. How did the PIETER MAKU combination come to be?
Yeah, good question.
Very good question.
I don't know.
I think probably obviously from PIETER's results at last year's Epic, I think even before the season started, it was sort of a highlighted event that myself and PIETER will tackle. So yeah, I've been second twice, so I really want to get that red jersey.
Yes.
So just figured
The fire's there.
to buy the competition. They got it last year, so hopefully we'll get it this year.
Awesome stuff.
Yes.
And how's the dynamic been figuring out? You guys haven't done any stage races together, the two of you. Tanko Trek, you were racing with Vessel, I think. Marku, and were you racing with Franco at
Yes,
Tanko?
yes.
How's the dynamic between the two of you figuring out the strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Marco is a fast descender, so I think.
And I think we saw that at IMBUKO Big 5.
Yes,
Full
yes.
send.
So yeah, he'll go in front and the downhills. I'll do the pacing on the flat roads for us. if there's no
Potchefstroom,
Matt Beers in
flat
front of
strength.
us. Yeah. Hopefully there's a mat, then we can slip.
Sit and hang in there.
But yeah, I think Marco will most likely do the downhills, and the rest we'll figure out.
On the climbs.
There's 8 days, a lot of time to figure out.
Fair enough.
What's
Indeed.
what.
Indeed.
I think with a race like Epic as well, it's just you can do as much planning as you want to, but really it just depends on how you feel on the day and how the other competitors are as well. So like the GC and the overall race, like it's shifting every day and almost every kilometer just about. So I think
Fair
it's
enough.
just about riding, like figuring out on the day like what you need to do. Yeah.
And being able to adapt, I suppose.
Exactly,
to,
that
to what's going on.
adaptation, yeah,
Communication
element.
between you two. Yeah.
Yes.
Dealing with all the kind of issues and areas that an epic can throw at you.
Yeah.
And speaking of such things, PIETER, last year we saw on the live stream you had quite a hectic crash on one of the bridges.
Yeah, well, ran out of some talent there on a slippery bridge.
Was it a skill issue? I couldn't tell whether
Yes,
something else was at play.
Yeah, in the beginning I just thought it was slippery, but yeah, maybe talent, I don't know. At the end it was a noob crash, I think. But
You actually snapped your handlebar.
yes, yeah, so that was the biggest problem. Like the crash didn't get any injuries from that, but yeah, the handlebar, and that cost quite a lot of time. And yeah, Epic has this new rule where you can change bikes, and
Alright.
so fortunately for us, Matthijs and Gert
You had
were
the
there,
backup
and
team.
yeah, Gert offered me his bike,
Amazing.
and yeah, we did the rules, changed bikes, but in that thing we forgot to change the chip on the fork. So remember, if you change bikes,
you gotta
change
keep
the
the
chip, because we got a 5-minute penalty for that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so the
But rather
backup
5-minute
team.
penalty than geez, whatever it's going to take you to limp to the finish with a broken handlebar.
Yes, yeah, we took that with a smile instead of a DQ or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, the backup teams in Epic is important, so we're grateful to have
You guys
Franco and Wessel
Yeah,
there
you have
for
a strong
us.
backup team as well.
We saw like last year how important it is, so yeah, it's great that IMBUKO were able to get a backup team in, and that we are 2 teams strong.
We've got a little doggo friend coming to join
Nice.
us. Hello, sweetheart. Please don't play with the microphone. So having that mechanic, I mean, I don't know how much it came into play in that situation, but I think you still own the bike shop up in Portugal.
Yes,
Very heavily
yes.
involved there. You've got quite a good mechanical knowledge. I'm sure that's quite an asset to bring to the leading team.
Yeah, I'm useless with that. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
You just
I never
you
get
make the issues. You
mechanicals,
go.
so,
Oh, okay, fair
yeah.
enough.
Touch wood.
That's it, yeah. All
Yeah. So
But
you're the fastest descender, but you're also delicate.
Well, he's gotten the nickname now in the team. He's either Pit Pace or Pit Fix. So whatever we need to do is like pretty much the handyman in the team.
Brilliant. That's a good asset.
Yes.
Marco, you and Vessel raced to 9th in GC last year. What were some of the big lessons? And
Or Tristan.
Sorry, not Vessel. Yeah, Vessel was on Specialized last year with Tristan. They did the old switcheroo.
Tristan.
Yeah. What was the
What were some of the lessons you learned from that race?
I think probably just realizing that it is 8 days. And as well, I think people underestimate the power of like actually uniting as a team, because most other races we're all riding as individuals, but now you are really dependent on that other guy. So this will be my 5th epic, and every time I've realized like, and it happens, the one day the one guy's strong, the other day the other guy's strong, and even maybe 3 times during one day, because the
throughout
stages
the
are
stage,
long.
things change.
So it's really just like having that communication going, and then as well, just riding as one and not sort of trying to make your rider
ride your own race. Like you really have to play to your team's
yeah,
strengths. Yeah, fair enough. And that's as you said, realizing it's 8 days, there are going to be all those big fluctuations, and just trusting that like lose a bit of time here to rather gain later.
Also as well, just rolling with the punches really, because you're gonna have crappy moments, and then as well moments where you can, or you're feeling good, and then you have to be able to capitalize
do some damage.
on that. So I think we've actually spent a lot of time together. We haven't raced together, myself and Pieter, but I think we know like what makes us click. So should be good.
You've been down in the Cape for a few days now, getting.
We've been here for.
Have you been here for a long time now?
Week and a half now.
Oh, awesome!
Yes.
Good. So really feeling acclimatized. To
This altitude. Normal now.
Yeah, having so much oxygen that you couldn't get in, but probably bigger mountains than what you used to from home.
Yeah. So now I'm acclimatized to the mountains. So that's my main problem.
The 40-minute climbs that are just grinding.
Yeah, now I'm used to it.
How's the team camp been the last few weeks?
Yeah, it was lucky. We did a stint in Greyton, because none of us actually did a race in Greyton ever before.
Okay.
So
and that's quite a hot spot in Epic this year.
Yes,
it's going to be a lot of time spent there.
So we did a few of the major sections, I would say, and I'm glad we've been able to do it. So now mentally we can prep for that. I don't know if that's as good, but we now know how long the climbs are, and
fair enough.
how the downhill look.
What the terrain's like, what the dirt is like. Apparently it can be quite rocky out Greyton side.
Yes, it's really rocky.
Okay. Not as bad as series though.
No.
Last year.
Yeselfontein.
Terrible.
I've heard there isn't much dirt out there in Yeselfontein.
It's just
No.
rocks.
It's just rocks.
Yes, basically.
That's epic.
Yeah.
I think that's what really makes this event special, is you're riding in places where you probably you're not gonna go there other than the epic. So
Definitely.
there's gonna be a lot of stories after this event, especially, I think. Especially if you look at the climbing, like it's gonna be remote.
And the distance, like last year there wasn't one stage over 100. This year there's somewhere 3 stages.
Yeah, I think there are a few. Yeah. Apparently, I keep on forgetting whether it's the day 1 or day 2, but it's 118. I think it's the longest stage they've had in 5 years or so. With 2,900 meters.
According to the race booklet, the first 2 days are going to be the hardest.
Really hectic.
Yeah.
Break you nice and early, and then just suffer through to the finish.
Nice.
So you guys have had a good look at the route, like profile and that, to kind of get a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I spoiled the news for you, Pieter, that there's 2,000 meters more this year than last year.
Yes, I was like, nice.
Things feeling good.
Yeah.
Running back a little bit to the start of this year. Obviously your home race, the IMBUKO Big 5 mountain bike challenge, was a good leg tester to see how we're doing. Marco, you managed to... Did you nudge Vessel into a bush? Or?
He nudged himself.
He nudged himself into a bush. But you had a very good tactical race there. You measured your effort well, which I think is certainly a skill set that's going to be valuable at Epic. So you came away with the win there, Pieter. You were 4th.
Yes.
Good race today for you guys?
Yeah, that wasn't my best race, but I managed to spectate the race a bit from behind, unfortunately. But yeah, I've done the other stuff right now before Epic, so
Alright. So when Sasha's challenging now at Epic, you're going to be able to give it back to him.
yeah, definitely.
There we go. That's the
Definitely.
attitude you like. Awesome. Okay, so looking good coming in. Sorry, just getting a ring there. So looking good coming into the 2022 race. We've talked a bit about the route. What are some of the sections that you're most looking forward to? It's very different to last year, not quite as rocky as the Jesselfontein trails, etc. Lawrenceford's got a lot of beautiful flow. What you excited to go and race?
I'm looking forward for the long stages. Those transition stages. I love a transition stage.
Alright.
Just ending on a different place you started.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, I think those the two big transition stages are gonna be epic. Going over Franshoek from on the tar is gonna be quite interesting. I think we talked driving back. That will probably be the longest tar section in the epic ever.
Yeah. And the
So-
pace, I can imagine, will get pretty high on the top.
Oh, we're starting with the Rusty Gate climb. and
Yes.
I'm not gonna say too much, but it's a proper climb. Yeah. But I think, like for myself, this Epic's gonna actually have a lot of climbing, like 20 minutes plus climbing, which for me is better.
Right.
I'm a
That's
small lad, so and Pieter's got like a slip, so it's better for me.
awesome. Oh yeah, well, good. Yeah, good to note that those things are going to play into your favour for sure. Are there any sections of the route that you're a bit nervous about? You obviously mentioned a particular Rusty Gate climb, but anything else that you like? Obviously, the day 2 is really big and everyone's in the same boat. What sections are you maybe a bit apprehensive about? Or?
I think for us, maybe the Greyton stages, just in terms of mechanicals. Maybe
You
that
got the
even,
mechanic with you, so
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't fix other people's bikes, even if they pay you. Peter.
Cheers.
Yeah, and I think just those heading to transition stage to Greyton and then from Greyton to Stellenbosch, it's going to be long days on the bike. So yeah, and I think everyone's pretty much ridden like Stellenbosch and Val de Vie now, and even where we're starting Lawrenceford. So everyone sort of has an idea, and then even though it's a 5-hour day, maybe you're sort of doing sections that you know, so in your mind it goes a bit quicker than
Yes, yeah.
when you're suffering for 20 k's on a place you don't know
Don't
where
know.
you're at and how long it's going to be, and
So that
all these
can be
things go through your
particularly
mind. Yeah, you're
difficult.
like,
Yeah.
yes, we've only done 1k, and then start flicking the race organizer.
The best is when they
and-
bring you right back towards the race village and then just
and
send
then,
you.
yeah,
You can
okay
see-
guys,
you can
quick
see the
30k
finish.
loop.
No, it gets tough out there. But I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
you guys sound like you're in good form. There's a lot of optimism from the team. I'm going to wrap up with a few little quick fire questions just to test how well you've been bonding in this
Cheap.
time. Nah, tease.
Bondi.
Bonding, that's it.
We did more braaiing than bonding.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
we'll see.
First question, who's the braai master between you two?
I'll take that one.
Alright.
Yeah, you'll be able to fix the grid.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just lazy, so I'll give it to him.
Who's the hammer and who's the nail?
That's a question for the end of the race. But after you won IMBUKO, I think you're stronger.
Right.
We're going in like that.
But time will tell at the end of 8 days. What do you think your strength is as a team? Your biggest strength?
I think getting into this epic, probably the way we've like been bonding. I think we're on the same wavelength in terms of personalities and stuff, to keep the mood light and stuff. So
Awesome.
I think that's going to be important, to just stay positive and yeah.
Awesome. Favorite pre-race meal? Breakfast?
Rice
Rice, Nutella, banana.
Okay. Bit of rice.
and muesli.
Yeah.
And muesli.
Yeah.
All in one go.
One bucket.
I'm going to have to give that one a try.
Bucket. That's the biggest. Yeah.
Yeah, how
You
many
know what,
kilograms?
That's actually a thing. Like when we get to accommodations and all they have is these small little bowls. I don't understand how people eat out of
Yeah,
them.
how they
like,
survive until 12
I
o'clock.
mean, we cyclists, yeah. Give us like a bowl.
Have you got any buckets? Okay. Who's leading in the single tracks?
Marco.
Marco. Alright. and you don't let him drop you like he did at IMBUKO.
Nah.
Who tends to... What's that?
If he drops me, you'll have to wait. in
Yeah.
any case.
I will loosen his brakes.
There we go.
What?
Yeah.
Marco, go faster.
Tactics. Take note. Okay, who tends to push a harder gear?
Well, he's bigger than me and
Yes.
got more watts, so
Yeah.
probably him.
Excuses there.
I've got short legs, so I'm on that RPM tray.
There we go. And different size chain rings between you guys?
Nah.
No, same one. Cool. And crank length, 175.
Yeah,
Big.
standard.
Apparently there's no difference between 175 and 165 in terms
Really?
of output, yeah. They did some
2 years
science.
ago on my road bike it was 165 and felt no difference.
Apparently you just kind of adapt to
Exactly.
what it is, yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, fun fact.
Thank you.
Who is most likely to go too hard and blow up?
I think Marco.
Probably.
Well
But
done.
nowadays you're very
Yeah.
good on.
I've
keeping
sort of
an eye on
learned
your
my
Maturity.
lesson. There's a time when you need to start like actually learning from your mistakes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
How old are you guys each now?
20.
I'm 24, turning 25 in June.
I'll turn 23 April.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you've learned your lessons already, somehow, being younger.
No. I still know when I still forget to look at the power some days.
Alright, who's the most likely to crash?
Hopefully none of us.
Someone
I
else.
think. Well, who's actually crashed this year?
I crashed at home, but that
Well,
was like
I crash every third ride.
Okay.
Not super hard, or maybe sometimes super
You're not
hard,
crashing,
but-
you're not trying.
Exactly, that's my theory as
There we
well.
go.
no.
So when Tienus like cucks me out about a broken shift or handlebar from crashing, I'm gonna say Jason said
You're not crashing, you're not
Innocent.
trying. Yeah.
Yes.
You need to
It's
find
training.
the limits, yeah.
it's training.
It is, it's all part of it. Who's going bigger at the after party?
Definitely Marco. I heard the stories.
These
Like,
You
kids.
heard the stories.
like, yay.
Alright, you'll have to ask Peter about the
Well,
the
actually, you know
stories.
it. I do blame Max Sullivan. I stayed with him for like 3 years, and yeah, he's a naughty kid. So.
Alright. That is Team IMBUKO Type Dev, Marco Joubert, Pieter Du Toit. Looking strong for this year's race. We're looking forward to watching you guys crack it out there. Do you know what time your prologue start is for the fans?
We
on the Epic website.
race board 26. So
Race
whenever
board
that
26.
is.
Keep an eye out for them. They're going to be pushing hard for the red jersey, and I'm sure wanting to contest in the upper GC numbers
GC,
as well. Yeah.
Yellow jersey. Of
There's some
course.
yellow jersey. Marco said it. There's big teams there this year, but these oaks are coming in really, really strong.
Full send.
Awesome, full send. Thanks so much for joining us. Stay tuned for a few more chats with the pros that we'll have in the next few days, and of course the racing starts on Sunday. Keep it real.